All right, boys and girls, it's Saturday morning and it's story time. Today's story is going to revolve around, do I even know what year it is? This is a car I've had for, I think, a couple years now. It's a gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I believe it's a 1987 Crown Victoria station wagon. Anyway, we're going to go pick up this car. We got it in storage right now, but it's kind of a sore subject. My wife, she's really not into these station wagons, and I don't know why. They're beautiful, right? I mean, they are family. They're all about family. The wagon. We've taken some pretty awesome vacations, in some station wagons that we've had over the years. And well, this one, she's beautiful. She's got the potential to be, well, just as gorgeous as every other station wagon on the road. This one needs a head gasket kit put in it just to get it, drivable. And the front end's a little banged up, but we've got some special plans for the front end on this car. It's just something that's gonna when you see it, it's something that you're gonna appreciate. So without further ado, ka-chow! And just like that, folks, we are down here with our beautiful, beautiful wagon. Every time I look at this, it brings me great joy. Probably because I've got a pretty good imagination. Now, I bought this car. It came out of Colorado, and I bought it, sight unseen. I had seen a couple pictures, and I didn't realize it till it got here. But somebody just kind of painted over all this factory trim, and then the adhesive decals, the wood grain that used to be on this car, well, they just painted right over that too. So that ought to be really easy to remove when we're ready to do that. But our mission for today, is to get this car onto the trailer. We're gonna get her pulled home to the shop so that we can get the head gaskets, intake gaskets. I'm sure we'll find other things along the way. But we can go ahead and replace those things. The car does start, but it just blows a beautiful cloud of white smoke out of one of the exhaust pipes because it's got a head gasket that's blown on it. And I told you we got some special plans for the old front end on this girl. If you've ever watched, I'm not even going to tell you what movie it is, you should know already. There's a car out there that's got a pretty special front end that kind of resembles this old wagon here. And I'm not even going to get into what we have going on here. Hey, maybe I will. We'll put the plug in. If you go to Facebook, you can just look up Lant, L-A-N-T, Poon's Vacation. And you're going to find some pretty wacky characters on that page. This guy might be one of them. And this young lady might be one as well. So we're just going to get her out of the way. And I'm just taking a look here. We've got one tire we're going to have to get some air in. 2 tires. 3 tires. We're going to get those aired up, and yeah, we'll get those aired up. We'll get the garage opened up, get the old 55 out of the way, get this girl loaded on the trailer. And there you have it, kids. I don't know why you guys didn't help. In fact, you missed out on all the work. But as you can see, we got the old wagon up on the trailer. Had a few little difficulties along the way, but it wasn't too bad. The 55 had been sitting all winter and was a little cold blood getting started, but we're loaded up. Gonna get this old girl pulled out of the garage, and we're gonna head on home, back to the shop. All right, guys, keep your paws off. I know she's pretty, but you can't touch her. Alice, how are you? Alice likes the station wagon, don't you? She doesn't know what to think. Where's the station wagon at? Whoa, say pretty. Yeah. My wife. Now, folks, if you haven't met her yet, this is my beautiful bride. And if you went and you did check out the old Lant Poons page on Facebook, you can tell that she really has a good time going on these crazy wild trips with her husband. Don't you, sweetheart? See what I'm talking about. Now you know why I say the things I do in my other videos. She's not even gonna look at us. All right, onward. Alice, what do you think? You having a good time? Yeah? Whoa, easy there. You're getting awful close. You think Papa's a little silly? You got your old unicorn outfit on today? You little princess. God is good, fellas. I mean, I know that most of you probably stay up late at night dreaming about owning a vehicle like this, and I'll tell you what, you just don't get there overnight, folks. Let's get her off the trailer. Well, right there, kids, she's off the trailer. She's backed pretty nicely in her spot. You know, I like to, you know, if you're gonna have a bunch of junk sitting around, you at least want to make it, it's got to look good. You know, make sure your gaps are right and tight. And we don't have the hood on this girl. It's just gonna make it easier to get into this bay and start tearing it apart. And you know, they don't make cars like they used to, and that's kind of sad, because you look at something like this. This has got vacuum lines for vacuum lines, and you know, they kind of, especially back in the 70s and 80s, they started to overcomplicate things, and they got smog pump down in there. We don't need that. We're not going to ever take this to California. We don't hang out with those weird people, but I shouldn't have said that, but I did. And so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get our hands in here, and we're going to just start taking stuff out. All right, just like I told you, it's time to get to work, and there's no rhyme or reason here, and we will not be using any air assist tools today. We're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way, and I'm going to grab a box just to throw nuts and bolts in, and we won't be keeping track of where those go, because you can pretty much figure it out on the way back together. Again, it's like a puzzle. And of course, I'm not going to make you all suffer through watching this the real-time way. You see here in just a few seconds, you're just going to see me start going zippity doo, and it's going to be like I'm going to be all over the place. And before you know it, there's going to be less in this engine bay. But all the big parts, you know, it's good to have a spare truck next to you, so you can throw all that stuff just in the back. And all the littles we'll just put in a box. And anyway, a little less talk. Let's get to moving. Boys and girls, you're in for a treat, because we just went ahead and pulled out, well, you know, all the tools today. And I'm just going to spin you around, let you look at this. Got out the old Sawzall. We got the heads pulled on this girl, and we just thought we better get the exhaust out of the way too. She's really a stripped down version, isn't she now? If you'll look at the, let's take you over the other side first. Past our exhaust manifold. And if you'll look at all the pistons here, they're overall equally crusty. And moving back over to this side, and look at this guy here. Wow, that one looks clean, doesn't it? Well, that's because it's been steam cleaned. We're going to say that that's where we were getting our white smoke, you know, out of our exhaust, was because of the head gasket failure in that area. At any rate, we got this baby tore down quite a ways. I'm considering getting out the power washer just to clean things up under here before we start going back together. We need to power wash the heads and the intake, and you know what we ought to do, just for fun. Let's just bring you out here and let you check all this stuff out. Our upper intake, our lower intake, you can see it's plenty cruddy. Here's our fuel rail and our injectors. Valve covers. This is the crossover tube I was telling you about. This goes onto the back of the head. It's part of the emissions garbage, but so we have plans for that. At any rate, folks, it's been a great day. We've made some progress. Hope you're all doing well. See you soon. Hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm back down here working on this. I always call it beautiful, you know, and I don't know that that's the right word for it, but we got this thing for these big-ended girls here. She's beautiful. I don't care what you say. But the situation is we bought this car out of Colorado. Had a blown head gasket. So I went ahead and did the right thing and tore the old engine apart, cleaned everything up, put new head gaskets in, and I started it back up after having the exhaust work done. And she still smokes white smoke out of the driver's bank. And so we tore her back apart, took a closer look, really had to take a closer look, you know, because there was actually a cracked head on cylinder number 8. Had a crack between the 2 valves. And so, after a couple days search, through some good friends of mine, Steve and Patrick, I was able to buy a set of heads, actually a whole engine off of those guys. And well, now as you can see over here, we're going through the process of scraping and cleaning and trying to make those things look pretty. Then we're going to go ahead and put it back on this wagon. Yeah. So hopefully you guys are entertained. You know, I guess I do a pretty good job of entertaining myself, and that's why I'm okay with spending countless hours working on vehicles like this one here, just to bring you entertainment. So stay tuned, because she's only going to get prettier up front. Here comes Steve and Patrick right now. We'll just go ahead and let them pull in here on their little fun toys that they've got. I'm going to act like I don't even know that we're making this video. Oh, hey boys! How you doing?
What's happening? You making videos?
What? Steve? Why would you say that?
We're hearing more music.
No music. We can't have music. Facebook or YouTube, they'll charge us for that. Got to, you know, copyright issues. I was actually just talking about you fellas. Talking about, you know, this whole, you know, head gasket job we did on there. And Patrick, come on over here. Patrick's a little gun shy.
Actually on.
All right, yeah, Zachary, come on over here. Guys, just tell him.
Yeah, fix your hair.
Yep.
Yeah, look at Whitey up there. He just got his hair cut, so he's got a little tanning to do yet. But no, these are the fellas that were nice enough to sell us that engine so that we can get this turd back up and running so we can entertain you guys. If we do the job right, hopefully it won't break down, you know, once we get it out there on the road. And I was just telling the YouTuber family that, yeah, we're cleaning. So these guys showed up just in time. I already got one of them done. Sweet. And cleaned up, but you guys got any words of wisdom for the whole YouTube fam?
Always buy awesome toys, whether it be a station wagon or a Razor or a Chevy or whatever.
Yeah, normally,
Awesome toys.
normally you wouldn't
Old
want
and
to.
fun.
Absolutely. And Steve's a Ford guy, so if you guys could just say a prayer for him, I'd appreciate that. But we'll catch you in the next section. See ya. All right, you kids. Well, Steve and Patrick left. Alice and the wife, they came down and hung out with me for a little bit. And well, I went ahead and got that other head cleaned up. And before any of you criticize me for giving Steve a hard time about, you know, being a Ford man, I know that you saw, and most of you know, that the station wagon happens to be a Ford, but the truth is, you know, the Griswold Truckster, the Wagon Queen, probably a Ford station wagon, was the only thing ugly enough to turn into that movie car. And don't be hating me for it. I actually like some Fords. But I just wanted to give you a quick close-up on the crack in the head that was allowing all the hot water turn into steam out the exhaust. If you get in here close, I imagine you can see right in between them two heads. Yep, there's that crack. I don't know how I didn't see that when I had it apart the first time. I wasn't looking close enough, obviously. But at any rate, Dad always taught me if you're gonna do something, you do it right. And so we went ahead and, oh, that looks nice. Gold. It's, you know, it's quality. It's actually a leftover paint from an old Mercury I had. I think she turned out pretty nice. So at any rate, this next week, we'll go ahead and get the passenger head off the car. I need to order another head gasket kit. Ruined my new exhaust manifold gasket, so we'll have to get those too. But hey, it's Sunday. I think we all just need to take a moment to thank God for all He's done for us. If you're watching my channel, just know that you're gonna hear about the good Lord on a regular basis, because you know, this air that we're breathing, it's because of Him. Every blessing you have in your life, well, that's old JC. I hope you're all doing well. Be good to each other. God bless you guys. Have a great what's left of your weekend, and have a great next week too. So if you got any questions, well, send them my way. We'll see y'all real soon.